So we really need to know this target market intimately though, because if we're speaking to everyone we're speaking to, no one. I say this again and again, because the more that we can niche down, the more we can really know the people we're speaking with, the more we can communicate effectively with them and ultimately understand them better. When we can understand them better, we can really build deep rapport, we can really meet their problems and ultimately be the person that is assisting them, giving them solutions. So some of these questions you've already gone through, which is fantastic, but maybe it's starting to change. And in this program, the target market sometimes that you start with it when you first start can change by the time you're finished. And sometimes it can just even get even more specified. But that's great. That's why you're in this program. That's why you're doing this program, because you're wanting to delve even deeper and have a deeper understanding of that. So, who are your target market now? Yeah. What are they interested in? Yeah. What problems do they face on a regular occasion? And just write a massive list, because it might have changed. What solutions are you giving them that is better than your competitors? Yeah. What is your point of difference in the marketplace? Maybe you've already started thinking about some other points of difference you can bring in. What other partnerships will you set up to get better exposure in your marketplace? Right. So if for instance, Empowered Academy, we run courses, retreats, Value System 6. Where would I find Value System 6 people? I would probably find them at yoga studios. I'd probably find them at, spiritual events. I would probably find them in spiritual Facebook groups. I'd probably find them maybe at wellness centers. I'd find them at maybe like drumming circle stuff. I might find them into so many different places, right? I just have to be creative. But ultimately, if I was, meditation groups, whatever. But ultimately, if I look at where I'm going to find these sort of people, how can I build partnerships with other businesses or other groups that ultimately I can get closer to that target market? I can, expose them to what we got to offer, and hopefully we can work together. And it's going to be complementary to what they're already doing with that other business or service. So that's a powerful, powerful way to build your business quickly. Awesome. And now we start moving into ultimately what language, keywords will attract your target market. If you can write down a whole heap of keywords that your target market love, like even maybe they say it on a regular occasion, or unconsciously that's going to speak to them at such a deeper level. So even when I'm on a sales call, I will just listen to some of the words someone's using, and I'll have a pen and paper there, and any key phrases they use, like might go, at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, and I just want to have, I just want to expand. I just want to have a more expansive experience. If they said at the end of the day and expansive, guess what I'm going to then say back to them? Well, yeah, look, at the end of the day, doing the Empowered Business Program is an expansive way that you can not just grow yourself professionally, but also spiritually as well. At the end of the day, there's a great opportunity here for you to, at your own pace, so you can have time to still do the things that you love, to spend time with the people that you love. At your own pace, you can actually do this, and you can grow and expand. And at the end of the day, this will also give you the ability to actually apply things module by module, and you'll be able to experiment, and you'll know that it'll be with heart-centered values that will be seated in how you can expand and share your message to the people you're really looking to serve. Can you see how all I've really done is echoed back the same language that my target market would essentially use, or in that case, the person I'm on a sales call to. Now, again, if you can really identify who the people are that you're working with, you can then do that in your marketing. And some people go, isn't that like a bit, like you're kind of using language to kind of get a certain result? You're actually simply just communicating with the person effectively. They have total free will to decide whether they work with you or not. But people like themselves. If you can communicate effectively, usually you'll get great results of people. Generally, where there's a butting of heads is where there's a breakdown in communication. So all we're doing is being effective communicators. Just makes sense. So look at the keywords that are going to attract your target market, right? And let's say like a Value System 5, they're probably not going to be attracted to words like expansive, you know, heart-centered. They're just not going to care about that sort of stuff. So look at the keywords you're using, the language you're using to make sure that it is going to be in alignment with the people that you're serving. And of course, what images, what colors will attract that target market. You've seen Empowered Academy's logo. It is the flower of life, right? So because it's the flower of life, you can tell there's some form of spiritual aspect to it because it's a geometric pattern. Yeah. You know that, you know, with the color scheme, it's like purples, whites, there's some gold in there as well. So these are like sort of those higher chakra sort of colors, if you want to look at it that way. Like indigo is really the color we're kind of going for. So, and you look at a lot of that imagery, it is, you know, more so along the lines of having like chakras in it, or we'll have geometric patterns in it. We'll have more sort of people sitting in a meditative posture, perhaps. You get the idea. So by having the correct imagery, a value system 5 person is probably not going to be all attracted to that. A value system 4, maybe, but probably not as well. So we start attracting our ideal clients, and we get not necessarily quantity, but quality leads. And that's the difference. Because if it's not about how many leads you get, it's how many sales you get. And it's about the quality of the people that you're working with, because then it's not hard work. If you get misaligned people in your business, I guarantee you they will be the hardest work in terms of clients, because you won't be seeing eye to eye. You won't be understanding one another. They won't be understanding the benefits of the program and why you're doing what you're doing, because they'll feel like they need it delivered in a different way, because it's really, you're not speaking to each other. It's probably maybe not even be the program for them. So we really want to have just a whole heap of perfect clients, and then it's just no work. It's just a lot of fun. So that's really what we're seeking here. And I think when we can do that through language, imagery, and creating that avatar, you know, creating that perfect avatar of a client that we're working with, this is a game changer. This is really the difference when it comes to marketing effectively and bringing in that perfect client moving forward.